Hi guys, it's Sarah with Grassroots Evolution, and I'm here today to bring you a monthly message for the sign of Aries for August 2020. Keep in mind, my friends, it's a general message. Take what you feel resonates for you on a soul level, disregard the rest, go about your day, but know that no matter what messages do come through, it's still up to you and your active free will and the choices you make, the steps you take, and how you get your fulfillment in this world. And to me, that's personal freedom and empowerment. For all my subscribers, guys, thank you from the bottom of my heart for being here. You mean the world to me. I love you, love you, love you. Seriously, from the bottom of my heart. And if you're new to my channel, welcome. Thank you for stopping by. If you feel like this has resonated at the end, please subscribe, join the journey with me, let me encounter your energy more often. As well as, guys, if you do resonate with this, if you do like this, please think about giving me a thumbs up. Help me get my channel out there, help me support my channel, and it's kind of like a little energy exchange. If you guys want to comment, absolutely go ahead. I'd love to hear from you, and my email is in the bottom if you'd like to let me know how it resonates for you. So moving forward, I'm just going to take a moment to call in Spirit, to ask Archangel Michael and Metatron to join us, to guide, guard, bless, and protect myself, this reading, and any of you who would ask for it, to bring me only messages for the clearest channel possible, as a clearest channel possible, as well as for the most far-reaching and highest good of all. So I just want to say as well, I broke my wand and I've tied it back up, and I feel like this was a really important message that for someone, or for some of us, that we're never so broken that we can't put ourselves back together. I know Humpty Dumpty, we couldn't put him back exactly as possible, but you know what? Sometimes those pieces aren't meant to go back exactly how they were. We're meant to grow, and maybe that shell was just a little too small for him. So to keep in mind, time is fluid as well. This may resonate for something that's in the past life, or something that's just starting to enter into your energy field. I dropped a card too when I said that, so take it how it resonates, guys. So let's see what card fell down, and this is for Aries. I love it. It's the Fool. Put yourself back together, honey, however you need to. Whether it's making a new start, trying something new, this is 0 point energy. And you know what? It's only unfamiliar for a little while. I'm going to keep that. And that's in our rooted area. So let's try, please, for Aries, August 2020. I've wanted to say 2011 quite a bit today. So we have, that may resonate for some of you, going back to a situation from then. Not everyone. So we have the Nine of Swords here, and this is nightmares, this is sleepless nights, this is high anxiety, something on your mind, feeling trapped. This is despair as well. For some of you, this may be attached to the Humpty Dumpty and putting the wand back together, that don't feel like you're stuck. If you feel sad and broken now, don't hold yourself to believing that that's the only way that life will ever be, okay? The Hanged Man came out twice when I was shuffling this, so for some of you, this is a huge decision to rid yourself of fear and anxiety and to just move on with your life and to jump. So let's see what other messages we get. We have the Queen of Coins. So this is an earth quality, Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn. It doesn't have to be, but I feel like this is just a very nurturing individual in your life. You could have earth in your chart somewhere. This could be someone in your life as well that you're dealing with that is an earth sign. But I feel like this is also about putting your energy into what you'd like to see in this world, building a stable foundation and doing it with love in a nurturing way. And paired with the Fool here, there's a lot of root that come out, and I'm going to show you guys. But paired with the Fool here, this is, I heard, energizing, and this is empowering for you to create the world that you'd like to see and to be able to root it into the physical, to know that it doesn't all have to be up in the mental space, that you can actually create the world you'd like to see in this physical reality. And it may just mean taking a jump, mean going the route less traveled. And as well, I feel like with this, her roots are very, very deeply ingrained here with this tree of life behind her. This also feels like connection to the divine and being grounded throughout the changes in our world, because we're connected down through our feet to spirit, to the earth, and we're also connected up through our feelers and our senses off to spirit as well. So the Ace of Coins here, something brand new. Woo-hoo. And here, I fixed it, and it's still going to come apart. So obviously, I wasn't meant to stick it back together the way that it was before. There's a brand new start here as well. For some of you, that's going to come with this Fool, the jumps that you make. We have the Two of Cups. For some of you, this could be in love. This could be in relationship. For some of you, this could be with how you view romance, what you see as fulfillment, as well as what I heard is not in a codependent way. This is in a very, very grounded, true, and authentic self for who you are. You're going to be attracting a lot more like-minded individuals and compatible kind of love. For others of you as well, this is very, very sexual and sensual. As with the Nine of Swords, both of these are sacral energies. I feel like as well what I heard is there may be some hang-ups or some kinds of phobias regarding love, and this could come from our past experiences, right? We've all been hurt in our worlds, and if you have not been hurt, I'm very glad for you, and I hope that you never are. But from these hurts, we build ourselves up as well. So the more that we focus on the new and creating a new and releasing the past, you are going to see something very, very tangible in this physical. And I feel like as well, if there's anything to do with a romantic relationship, you are calling in counterpart energy. Somebody who's going to be complimenting you, accepting your beauty, accepting your flaws, and very, very compatible. That's what I heard. And we also have the Ace of Swords here. And this is, again, this red root chakra. So you have the Fool, the Ace of Coins, and the Ace of Swords. This could be something that starts off with an idea. This could be a conversation. This could be a new way of thinking. I feel like this is going to combat this Nine of Swords. There could be an insight, a conversation that happens, or, you could be reading something, you could be receiving messages through spirit, however this works. But I feel like you could even be breaking down old paradigms and lies and deception and finally seeing the truth here that's going to say, you know what, I've been worried, I've been heartbroken, I've been desolate for far too long over something that wasn't even true, that wasn't meant for me to carry or so long or allow so much weight of it on my shoulders. For guys, that is this one thing, okay? The heavy and the hard we need to put down to be able to welcome all this new energy. And this new energy is gorgeous. The Fool means that you're going to need to take your personal power to take that 0 point and to start anew. So definitely here, there's 2 new starts, and for me this is 3 because you have the Fool as well. So definite new energy coming in. I'm going to put my broken wand over here. On the bottom, we have the Knight of Coins. I'm going to take that as well, and here's the Hanged Woman. I said the Hanged Man, but it's a decision. I feel like with this Knight of Coins, this could be an offer coming to you. This could be you kind of slowly traveling towards a new life. And it's within the blue color, meaning it's in our throat. We need to be able to speak our truth. We need to be able to tell people what we want. If we've been stuck in Nine of Swords and we're feeling like we don't want to tell anybody, we're afraid, I feel like this as well means that you might actually have to take the initiative with the Ace of Swords and open up and speak up. This could be talking to a counselor or a therapist, talking to somebody, who sees things differently, a friend. It could be talking to a person who has caused you a lot of mental anguish and anxiety as well. But I feel like this is also the things that we tell ourselves, the stories you tell yourself to be important. If we focus on the negative, we're going to keep seeing the negative. If we're focusing on this brand new start and something new, we're going to be able to start talking about, well, what would I like to see? Thinking about it as well. Because again, with our throat, it's also in our mental space. What we think, we create. So I feel like, guys, focus on the new, focus on the beautiful, focus on the truthful. And if there's something clouding your judgment or giving you massive anxiety, rewrite that script. Every time you think about whatever it is that's torturing you, think about 3 great things. Something to get your mind off of that. What are you grateful for? Yes, this has been torture. What I ask of you is, can you do anything about it? Is it in the past? Is it something that you have control over in this moment? If the answer to those is, yes, it's in the past, no, I don't have control over it, you can't change it. Only you can do what you have power to do, and that's within your space, in your mental space. People say a lot of times you can't control your thoughts. Oh, yes, you can, honey. You can. And how you do this is, again, by saying, you know what? Yes, I see that you entered into my thought space, but you're not productive. You're actually hurting me, and you're causing me anxiety, and it's not helping me. Instead, I choose to focus on the good. Something that you could do as well is, if there's something really, really bothering you with the Nine of Swords, and you feel like until you move past this, you can't focus on the new, imagine these things, all of the worries or the fears or anxieties, and putting them in a balloon and setting them off into the universe. Okay? And when you set this off into the universe, you're going to create an intention that as they move through this Earth's atmosphere and they go off into the universe, they leave with love, they transmute, and there's something that's not going to come back to you. They're fully encased in their bubble. This bubble's not going to pop, okay? It's going to be kind of trapped in there forever, and forever ridded from your mind, okay? Hopefully that helps. So let's get a little bit of clarification on what's this Knight of Coins for Aries. Okay, so you have the Devil here. I'm going to put this in away. If you can see as well, this is the light and the dark, and this is the shadow stuff. There, you traveling consciously to the negative, to the shadow. This could also be very sensual with the Nine of Swords, the Two of Cups, and the Devil all being very sacral energy. There could be sensuality here. There could be stuff or phobias regarding sensuality and love that you really need to work through, if that's some of this as well. Our past experiences, although they're in the past, yes, do shape our reality. They do inform us, and if we have trauma attached to our sexuality or our sensual being, we may need to be releasing this. So if we get something that feels wrong to us, or if a fear comes, if we're projected to us, I ask you to really look at this in this term of light and dark, into two sides of, can I tell where this is stemming from? Is this something that is honoring and supporting me? Is this something that, is a trauma that I've attached to it? Have I attached some sort of fear or shame to it as well? I'm going to get you a little bit of a message, actually, from the book for the Devil. So the Fool seeing her shadow. The Fool stands holding an orange chalice, yet the surrounding yellow flames indicate that she is making decisions that may burn her. Can she see that her own shadow does not reflect the image we see? Is her brain attempting to ignore this reality? Here is a chakra indication that the message being sent may not be the one being received. Knowing what our shadow is, there really is no need to fear this card. There is no harm in making a choice that may be questionable, as long as you course correct as soon as it hits your awareness. The time to look at your motives is now. The hidden forces within us do not define us. While it may feel that options are limited right now, what if they are not? So key words here are lower vibration, competitiveness, jealousy, self-deception, violence, cheating, shortcuts. Planet here, so there's a planet associated, and this is associated with the full moon, because as we attend our shadow, we're allowing secrets to be spilled, we're allowing light and illumination. And this is also for me is when the moon is full, when the moon is new. This is a blank canvas as well. If we can see our shadow and acknowledge it, then we can allow more energy for truth. So the full moon illuminates hidden emotions and brings things into light. Literally, emotional trickery will be exposed, yours or another person's. Here you will see the truth if you look. A meditation here that says, if you betray yourself, who can blame you? Ultimately, doing the will of another against your own instinct is the crossroads faced here. Have you ever trusted someone you knew was untrustworthy simply because you wanted the dream they offered? As you journal, write with compassion about the you that had that dream. What can you do now to keep it alive? The next step. So the Tower illustrates what happens when the Fool ignores the lessons that she has learned and forget who she truly is. Will she be able to recover from the fall? I feel like that's really important, because This deck goes from the Fool's Journey. We start out with the Fool, and we start out with a blank slate, and we keep moving forward, and all these experiences happen to the Fool, and she has to learn lessons along the way. Be true to yourself. Move into a place where you're living for your life. And with this too, with this Nine of Swords, I feel like this is really interesting, because if there's people in your life who've been really deceptive or manipulative or harmful to you, if there's that negative, lower vibrational energy in your frequency, ask for you to be supported from Spirit, and ask Spirit to release those individuals or release that energy with love to help you move on. And I feel like if you can do that, like I said with the balloons, right? Get rid of those experiences. It's going to move you into a lot better being. So let's get one last message for the Devil on what this may be. Okay. So the Four of Cups is feeling like you don't have enough in this world, with the High Priestess as well. I feel like follow your intuition. You're going to know what this is. So move forward how is right for you. Stay in your self-confidence. Honor your self-worth. And you know what? If you need to for a while, keep things to yourself. This is also, I feel like, protecting your heart. There could have been a time in the past where you felt like with this lower vibrational energy, with this devil energy, you know, if you've had bad relationships in the past, if we've had bad experiences, we may feel like that's just what we're going to keep getting, that I always attract these people into my life. But if we think that we always attract these people into our life, we're going to. So this is also connect with your feminine intuition as well. So overall, after we release the crappy stuff that's kept us up at night, that's kept us in anxiety mode, there's such wonderful energy for you guys. So don't dwell on the past. Don't dwell on the things you can't control in this world. The Tower is here at the bottom, and that's important, I feel like, because with the Devil, they said if we ignore our own intuition, if we ignore our own inner knowing, if we go about things with other people and their ideas just because we want to make people happy, we're gonna have a Tower moment. That's not fun. You know, Tower moments don't have to be bad. Eight of Cups is at the bottom too, which is about walking away. It's about replenishing the waters in our heart to say, you know what, my cup has been stagnant. I ain't drinking that water. It's old. Like, you know what, it's time. You can even envision the emotional waters filling that cup up, allowing it to overflow with love and support, and to help release and drain any of the old energy. Dump that shit out, throw it out, and say, okay, cup, fill me up. For some of you, I heard as well, get into wild water. A pool is helpful as well, but get into a lake, get into a river, the ocean, wherever you can, and ask Spirit to help cleanse you as well, to cleanse your emotional body, to cleanse you of negativity, and to help you release your own insecurities as well, is what I heard. Because when we've been through really negative relationships, really negative experiences, or hold on to negative feelings, it eats away at our self-confidence of who we are, and that's why we can't stop thinking about it. So especially I heard, like, if you have a narcissistic person, this Devil energy to me could be that too, who preys on your fears, preys on your insecurities. It's time to see that for what it is. You may also, if you're not sure, you know, look up narcissism, look up gaslighting. You know, you would also know if you felt like you've been abused. Okay, so I feel like this is saying, you know what, this Tower is really necessary so that you stop allowing the same energy to enter in. Cleanse out your heart space, guys. And with this Four of Cups, to me, this is not boredom. This is protection and renewal. And it comes from just releasing all of the stuff that is no longer meant to stay in your heart. It's in a very physical space. And under that was the Six of Swords, about moving on to calmer mental space, calmer mental waters. So I'm going to put these back. I hope that resonated for you guys. I apologize it was so long there. I'm going to ask a little bit of messages from the Keepers of the Light Oracle. Wow, okay. Ascended Master Jesus, first off, important energy, says, forgiveness. You are on the path of light, love, and forgiveness. Father healing is for you at this time. For some of you, this could have been a parental figure, a narcissistic parent, somebody that has infused negativity into your own self, made you doubt your self-worth. Not for everyone, okay? This could be another man, very masculine energy. But what I also feel about this is forgiving yourself, even for allowing this energy to continue. Forgiving yourself for not knowing what you knew at the time, or now, and saying, you know what, I forgive those who have caused this energy, because I no longer want to dwell on my hatred or my anger towards them. I want to release that energy. So as we're moving this energy through our heart space, we're asking forgiveness for ourselves. You may want to, whatever this nightmare stage is too, in your quiet contemplation, take a moment and visualize a place where you were hurt and see your interaction. And as it's happening, stop yourself, freeze time. And if someone's yelling at you, whatever, get out there, right? And or if there's an action or relationship you're engaging in, stop time, go up to yourself, take yourself aside, give yourself a great big hug and say, you know what, I forgive you for allowing this to continue. I forgive you for, all the reasons why, okay? For our codependencies and everything like that, and say we also forgive the person, but we're not going to allow this anymore, and give yourself a hug. And I find that to be very, very helpful. Ancestor spirit here as well, I feel like this is super important, because it says connect to your lineage. A family wound or pattern can be healed now. So it definitely could be a parental figure, a grandparent, could be lines of genetics. Just, I think often, guys, about the wars, World War One, World War Two, anybody who's still engaging in active service now, we do have wars unfortunately going on, and kind of like I hear like PTSD mentality, people who were very wounded, who had no way really of expressing themselves, the things that they'd seen. And this is like a cycle of violence. It's a continuum, and it's our I almost said choice, but it's our right and our responsibility to break this cycle. And it comes from the light coming, that devil energy of us seeing where holds have been or ties have been, and we need to cut cords. For some of this is, if you know the individual that we're speaking about, imagine the cord between you. I've seen a lot of different things, family members. It could be umbilical cords, it could be, strings, it could be many different things for you. Okay, so be open to how you see the energetic ties and cut them, and ask that that stagnant energy is transmuted out into the world with love. But again, this is kind of that whole idea to me of hurt people, and we've probably hurt people in our hurt, right? So this is also asking forgiveness for the places where we may have hurt others, drawing and bringing awareness to it so that we can heal it and stop it. And we also have Odin here. Very, very masculine energy with all three of these. So very, very awesome as well with psychic insight. Your third eye is open. See the truth for what it is and follow your intuition. We did get the High Priestess here, right? Follow your intuition. Accept the messages that you receive as well, and you will know if they're right for you. So this is the Healing with the Angels Oracle. We get blessings. I feel like this is really important. As we're rewriting and getting rid of the trauma, getting rid of the betrayal, as well as what I heard, getting rid of the internalized anger, someone else's hurt being projected at us. Because too, I feel like narcissistic people or people who may abuse us, they get off on seeing us suffer. Because they may have emotions trapped inside them they don't know how to release. So I'm going to do what's been done to me. I'm going to watch you cry. I'm going to hurt you so that I feel better, if that makes sense. Not everybody's like that, and I hope that part doesn't resonate. But if you have someone in that, whatever it is that you're rewriting, again, focus on the blessings. Focus on the great things in this world. And to be honest, the ability to give healing and the ability to give forgiveness, that is a blessing. I am grateful that I have the blessing of forgiveness. I am grateful I have a roof over my head. I'm grateful for my children. I am grateful for the love and abundance in my world. These kinds of things. Write out a gratitude list. And you may even want to I heard write a forgiveness list. So you can see a tangible place where you're putting down the things and the trespasses that you're forgiving. Ascended Master Jesus may be a really, really great energy to call into, as well as Odin. But we also have emerging under here. Because as you're releasing that old shell, you're emerging as a brand new self. And this right here, this self-confidence, I feel like you're going to experience a whole lot more self-confidence and feelings of self-worth in your life as well. So I'm going to ask one message for healing from the Crystal Mandela Oracle. And we get Searing Presence, with the bottom being heart healing and rose quartz. So as you're moving through your transformation, some of you may want to wear rose quartz. This is also Goddess Maya with Ruby Aura Presence, or Ruby Aura Quartz, and Searing Presence. So I'm going to bring you a message from the book. What we're going to do, guys, is take 3 deep breaths in before we do this. And we're going to bring in, I feel like, forgiveness and insight and authenticity and love and light. So what you want to do is take your shoes off, spread your toes apart. We're going to call in white light down through our crown, all the way down through our energy centers, and we're going to ask it to transmute anything negative or inauthentic out through our feet with love into the earth's core. And I feel like this is a lot of root chakra as well, because the root definitely represents a family situation or something that we've held dearly, something that is a core belief system. So 3 deep breaths in, and as we breathe in, we're going to breathe in love and light and nourishment to our soul. And I can't remember what else I just said. Sorry, guys. So here we go. Okay? Deep breath in. Love, light, nourishment to my soul, forgiveness, and authenticity, and the gift of insight. And release anything that is negative or inauthentic out into the world with your breath space with love. All the while bringing that white light down. We're going to breathe in again. Love and light and joyous fulfillment. And bring that down into your heart space. I want you guys, I'm seeing yellow light pouring into your heart, because we're allowing ourselves to be true and authentic, and with self-confidence know that we matter and what lies in our heart matters. Let's break that stuff up. Ask the Spirit to break up any blocks to our heart, to be open, and release your breath out into the world with love. One more time. Breathing in love, light, and acknowledging your presence in this world. And breathing anything that's negative or inauthentic out into the world with love. Okay, so this is number 49, Goddess Maya. I call upon the Ruby Aura Quartz and Goddess Maya who love me unconditionally. So you can ask me to speak through to speak through me to you. You can repeat after me if you can, or if you have this book, The Crystal Mandela Oracle, you can do this on your own time, but I find these to be very healing. I call upon the crystal angel of Ruby Aura Quartz and Goddess Maya who love me unconditionally. Thank you for the divine healing empowerment of Searing Presence. May I see truth and know that truth is love. May I become capable of perceiving through the clear eyes of my spiritual being. May I be empowered to witness reality as a revelation of unconditional love. May I resonate at a level of loving awareness which soothes and comforts the mind and body. May all beings bear witness to the unconditional love that is their nature and their ultimate reality through divine grace and my own free will, so be it. I choose of my own free will, through this and any lifetime and all layers of my entire being, to release self-judgment and belief in fear as a reality. I open myself to perceive and receive the deepest, truest reality that is unconditional love. May this truth bring all beings comfort and peace through divine empowerment and unconditional love. So be it. So if you want to put your hands together, we're going to say a little prayer. May divine love bring the gift of searing presence to the hearts and minds of all who suffer. May unconditional love be consciously known and received by all, according to divine grace and to service to the divine feminine wisdom evolving through humanity at this time. And this affirmation could help you if you want to say it 3 times to integrate this. My searing presence unveils divine love as the ultimate reality, bringing peace and comfort to the world. My searing presence brings divine love as the ultimate reality, bringing peace and comfort to the world. My searing presence unveils divine love as the ultimate reality, bringing peace and comfort to the world. And I hope you find peace and comfort in your hearts, my friends. You are loved beyond words. You are supported, and the divine is always here for you. I love you all, and I'll talk to you next month. Bye, guys.